Hi, Christian.
Hello, Christian.
You stepped into the role as Global Commercial Director at Performativ earlier this year. What were your top priorities at first, and how have they shaped your focus so far?
Yeah, I think when stepping into a new role, you can easily get bogged down in too many initiatives, too many objectives early on. So I kind of kept it in my mind to three for my focus. I think the first one was to build trust, not only with the team that I was coming in to lead, but also the organization as a whole. I think too many times senior leaders come in and just say, okay, like we're going to change everything. I'm not going to learn anything first. It's like, now here's how we do it. So I think you have to have sort of a humble, learning-centric approach coming in. And that, of course, is going to build trust across the organization. And hopefully I've been able to do that. Second to that is learning the product itself, right? So I'm not coming from this space. So it's a fire hose of information to learn the product, learn the type of clients that we're servicing. And so, yeah, that has been a lot of on-site visits to customers. It's been running the sales motion myself or alongside our other salespeople. So really digging deep on the product and the clients that we're selling our solution to. And then third, it is to build a foundation for a scalable commercial engine. Of course, that runs rampant, that sort of terminology across SaaS, but it is super important, right? We want to make sure that as a startup, as we get into scale up and beyond, that we have a repeatable commercial engine. And so building the foundation around, okay, what is our sales process now? How can we refine it, make it better? How do we go from, small to medium size to now enterprise as well? We're running a couple of RFPs, really happy to have won one already in that sense. So we're seeing all the signs that we are building that commercial engine, and now we just have to keep focused to get there.
So you've had a front row seat to the industry for a while now, and stepping into a new role always comes with a fresh perspective. What's the biggest surprise or insight that you have gained so far about the wealth management space since joining Performativ?
Maybe not the biggest surprise, but what's been really heartening is every time I talk to a wealth management firm, a multifamily office, even banks, their sole focus is to provide a great customer experience. And so when they're looking at technology to help them along in that process, I find it actually pretty inspiring that even if it's a small wealth manager or medium-sized bank, regional bank, they're all looking to make this great experience for the customer. So maybe I came in a little jaded into the space and thought, okay, yes, this is about making our clients as much money as possible. That's of course true. That is part of it. But they really, really care about the customer experience. And maybe to that point, also, they're just dipping their toe into technology. So a lot of what they've done in the past as wealth managers in particular is very manual processes. So they're doing all of this like back office work. They're not augmenting it with any technology or AI. By and large. So this is still fairly new to the space. So that's been a little surprising. I thought maybe the space would be a little more technologically adept, but it is kind of just starting out, dipping their toe in.
So looking back is great, but let's shift gears and look ahead. What excites you most about Performativ's journey right now? And where do you see the biggest opportunities within the wealth management space?
Yeah, I think what excites me most about Performativ's journey right now is we're just at the start. So we're only 5 years old and we are starting to win the European market across multiple regions, right? Like Benelux, DACH, Nordics, and soon to be UK. So I think with our relative youth, we're doing really well in the market, especially against legacy players who have maybe been in the market for 15 or 20 years. And what we're hearing is that those legacy players have not evolved their product. Even something as basic as customer service, like getting somebody on the phone to help correct their issues that they're having, is not happening. So I think we're winning those battles early and often because we have such a focus on the customer and building a core product that is competent day after day for the users of the system. And then we can evolve pretty dramatically with the product from there because we built such a functional core product. I think opportunities in the wealth management space are around technology, right? Like I say that as Performativ is a solution provider, but the adoption of digital solutions has been really timid in the market. It's a market that moves slow towards digital transformation. And so that's going to be the biggest differentiator for wealth managers, multifamily offices, are the ones that as speedily as possible adopt the technology to make their lives easier so they can spend more time taking care of their clients.